didn't know she had a covenant. Samson did not know that he was a covenant child. He didn't know that the victories he was enjoying was not because he was powerful, was because of the covenant. And so when he started breaking the covenant, the Bible said the Spirit of the Lord did what? The Spirit of God left him. And that's why those of us that are parents, ask God to have with. Find out so that you will know how to relate with that child and how to help that child to live according to his covenant. You want to access the balm in Gilead, you must learn to obey covenant. You must learn to obey during this. One of the greatest evil in the church today is breaking and tampering with marriage covenants. Woman or with a man, and you make a covenant before the Lord. I will love him, I will cherish him, and then you go back home and do otherwise. And the heart of God is grieving. And so it's beginning to look as if God is now a failure when it comes to marriage. Some of us don't know that this is the result of certain covenants that have been tampered with. Invited into the family. The edge has been broken. To bite. Learn during this begin to assess how well are you living by those covenants. And if you know you and begin to rebuild all over again. As I close, what can the balm and this is the moment in power is on. And as you open your heart to the Lord will begin to visit you. The balm in Gilead can take care of every skin disease. And how bad they are. It doesn't maybe the balm can take care of it. In the book of Luke chapter 17, if you read from verse 13 to verse 19, the Bible talked about 10 lepers. Those of you that know people that are leprous, you know that leprosy is not something that just go like of leprosy. You will still see this one leper. He was healed of leprosy and all the scars of leprosy. And that was not the first time. In 2 Kings chapter 5, there's leprosy, and he encountered. The Bible said the leprosy disappeared. There is somebody here going to reset your destiny. Talking about, I say, God, you know, there was a default mode. But after 7, at times things can go. Your phone. One of it is to press the default or the reset. Go back to what it was before. Your marriage is not what it used to be. Before the end of this month, the button has been pressed already. Jesus Christ. And Gilead can take care of every skin disease. To cover up things. The glory of God will cover it. I said the glory of God will cover it. 2, the balm in every form of disorder of the brain and of the mind. The balm in Gilead can take care of it. How do I know? In Mark chapter 5, if you read from verse 2 to verse 15, the story of the madman of Gathering. That guy was not born a madman. The day he was born, they did the naming ceremony. People attended the naming ceremony. People celebrated with the family. But along the line, things happened. And he lost his brain, he lost his are buried. And he became a resident of a mortuary. I think some few months ago, I heard a story somewhere in Abuja there, and they were announcing on the radio. There's a woman that's just, I know in Abuja, you don't see many of mad people around. And so there's a woman, really mad. So they were calling the welfare people to go and take her. And so I think some few days later, they took the woman and they took her for rehabilitation. Guess what? Our house is in Mechama. Mechama is where the big people live in Abuja. She actually, and they said they've tried. Later they contacted all the family members, they are abroad. They said they've tried everything, everything, it's not working. But she will not agree. So they let her be. A woman that had a mansion in Thank God for those people that saw her. So they took her in and they rehabilitated her. And by the time they finished with that woman, you will not know that she's the same person on that street. Do you know that there are some people you see on the street, you think they are mad? They are not. Their problem is not so bad. And so I don't know what you are going through here tonight. You are having brain disorder. You are having mind disorder. You are going through depression. The balm in the name of Jesus Christ. I said the balm in Gilead. I think me there one day. And she had a boy in her hand. And the moment I noticed the way she was behaving, I had to step back a little bit because she was behaving. And so when I noticed that all was well, so I got closer and I asked her, what's the problem? She said, I've not been able to sleep for 3 weeks. She said, Pastor, I'm not mad. I said, what's the problem? I don't know if the person is here. He said, it's a long story. He said, I just have a little moment of sanity. That's why I had to run here. I don't know you. I'm not a member of this church. I just ran into this place. I need your help. So I said, what is the problem? She said she was dating a guy when she was single. But this guy was poor. And then along the line, she met one rich man. He had suffered poverty in her upbringing. She didn't want to go to poverty again. With the single man, with the poor man. Along the line, the poor man got up. And then she began to think about the consequence. And she decided to carry the pregnancy.